Hey guys, Zero Lag, Lucky Ace Gaming coming at you again with another video. Let's be honest here, it's a problem that a lot of us suffer with. You suck at Gambit. Let's not beat about it in the bush here. You know, it's not something to be terribly ashamed of. There are a lot of people that just can't get it up, you know, their Gambit score. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you 5 tips here that are gonna take you from being an F player to an A player, so your team doesn't get F in the A. All right? Real simple. Gambit, as we know, came out with the Forsaken DLC, and though it's been out for a while, not everybody's quite gotten it down. It's such a great mix of PvE and PvP team gameplay that some people can't get it wrapped around their heads. This is a play the objective game, and not many people know how to do that. This isn't Clash. This isn't let's get as many kills as we can. This isn't a strike, let's just go through it. This is a strategical game with all that strategery, and once you have it down, it feels really simple. Now, a lot of us solo queue, and when we solo queue, we're that random that everybody looks at and goes, what the hell are you doing? And we don't want to be that guy, right? So here we are. My first tip, and this is my first tip that I want to tell everybody, and I tell everybody when I play with them, you don't need to have 15 motes. 15 motes does send an ogre, and an ogre is a pain in the ass to deal with, but at the same time, an ogre isn't the end-all be-all. You can take an ogre out pretty quick. Me with my heavy, I like to run the Thunderlord. I'm gonna tank that thing. It's done. It's done. Mark it, done, over. We're slamming again. The problem with running 15 is you take so much time to grind that. You're fighting over motes, you're trying to get as many as you can, and by the time that you have your 15, because multiple of you were shooting for 15, they have 25 and invaders come into the field and they're taking you out. Or, even worse, you're getting killed by an ad. 15 isn't necessary. Let's send what we call harassers over. Let's send some 5s, let's send some 10s. Now, I always suggest at the very beginning of the match, send your 5, send your 10, do something to keep them busy so you can continue to bank and get your invader over. We'll go more into invasions for multiple different tips here, but bank low if you have to. Don't be afraid. Now, you can have somebody that is grinding for that 15, but make sure that you are keeping them stacked with blockers. The more blockers you send to them, the more of a pain in the ass it's going to be for them, the less likely it is that they're going to be able to continue to bank motes and stay up with your team. Now, the other thing too is it's fine to send 8 motes over. It is just fine to send 12 motes, even 13, 14. You better get that 15th because you've already put in the time and messed up and not listened to me. Prove me wrong, get it done. Now, bank what you have, get them in there, get that 75, get that primeval up, and tank it. Now, while we're saying if you are going to go and you're going to ignore step 1, at least please listen to step 2. Step 2, watch for those invaders. Too many times, as an invader, am I coming onto your server, and am I seeing that you're not even paying attention to me, and I'm able to pick the entire team army of 1 for nothing because you're just not watching. Watch for the invader. When they come in, realize that they're most likely not going to spawn where the ads are. The majority of the time, they're going to spawn in one of the other 2 locations. Get that call out from your team, or just mark the invader and get it done, right? The faster they're off the field, the less threat of you losing motes, the less distracted you are from the ads that are going to kill you, and the less chance it is that they're going to go ahead and get a 1-up on your team because they make you drop. Watch for the invader, call them out, work with your team. If you solo queue, get these people into a party and hang out. You'll figure it out, I promise you will. Now, speaking of partying up, my third tip is run as a team. Run as a team. I'm not saying, and I will tell you, don't run in a 4-stack. A 4-stack is useless. A 3-stack is useless. 2-man buddy team. Now, the 2-man buddy team's easy. What you want to do is you want to assign one guy to be going ahead and taking out the ads. The other guy's going to be scooping up. Or if you're both going to be scooping up, that's fine. 2 of you, you can split the motes, that's not a problem. When you see 3 to 4 team members stack up, all you're looking at is somebody that's going to get in your way. It's 100% just somebody in your way. When you need to move to get away from an ad, you can't because all 4 of you are sitting there holding each other's hands, and there's no getting out of the way of that grenade, that fire, that rocket launcher, anything that's coming at you. So, make sure that when you stack up as a team, that you don't stack too heavy. The other problem with stacking too heavy is the same reason why in the military we use a wide wedge formation, or we don't stack up. You don't want 1 mine, 1 mortar, 1 grenade to take out the entire squad. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean those dirty, dirty freaking Cyclops that take you in one hit. You want to wipe all three of you, that's ridiculous. You want an invader coming over, you're not watching for him again because you don't listen to number 2 as well, you're going to get rocket launched. So essentially, make sure you run together, but stay spread out enough that you're going to stay alive. Maximize 2 teams of 2 at the most. Now, the other thing when we're talking about invasions is to make sure that you optimize yourself as an attacking invader. As an invader, your job is very, very simple. You go over and you wreck house. That's the entire job. Now, you can use whatever you want to go over there. Don't let anybody tell you that a certain meta is the only thing you run over. I know Sleeper comes through a lot. I run a bow, Thunderlord, and a sidearm, and I do just fine. I get plenty of army on ones as an invader, as a new Gambit player. Run what's good for you. Now, if you're that player that you want to get up in their face, that's great. I always suggest using that ranged weapon, a bow, a pulse rifle, a sniper, something from that distance, where you can pick them off one by one when they're not suspecting it, and let them have no idea what you're doing. Now, as an invader, you can definitely use your super if that's what you want to do. Now, when you go over, use your super, kill him, do whatever you're going to do to take him out. Prioritize, please, please, please prioritize the person carrying the most motes. That guy running 0 motes, I don't care if you kill him. That guy running 15, kill him because he didn't listen to rule 2. So I have 2 reasons you need to kill him. He didn't listen to my rules, and he has 15 motes. Taking 15 motes away from the enemy team is great. Prioritize your enemies in that way. Kill whoever is holding the most motes, work your way down. If it works out to where somebody has 5 in front of you and 15's across the map, kill the guy with 5. Do what you gotta do. Get those kills, get out. Now, when the Prime Evil is there, every kill is going to heal that Prime Evil. If you know for a fact that you are not the invader that is going to take out a lot of the team, that somebody else is, allow them to go through the portal. That is one of the most crucial times to have a good invader going onto the enemy team and making wipes happen. If you don't allow them to do that, if you don't allow somebody to work to their full potential and destroy those people on the other side, you're hurting your own team as you're grinding to kill that Prime Evil. Now, we talked about send your better invader. We believe, and I know in Lucky's Gaming, when I'm playing with my guys, we have roles. I'm your designated invader. I love invasions. I think it's one of the best parts of this, and I just love making kids cry. It's great. But assign roles. We know right off the bat that my role is typically I'm going to sit back, I'm going to smack ads from a distance, I'm going to clear blockers, and then when the invasion portal's up, I'm going through. Now, what that leaves is 3 people. Now, out of those 3 people, 2 of them are smacking ads. We normally have 1 grabbing for high motes, and then 1 grabbing for low motes to send harassers over. You don't have to organize your team in that exact way, but do whatever you have to do to make sure your team is coordinated. Again, this is a play the objective kind of game. You need to work as a team or you're going to fail as a team. Now, those are 5 tips. There are so many more to Gambit, and don't you worry, I'm going to expound upon every single one of these to the point that you're going to fall asleep watching my videos, but goddamn it, you're going to watch them. But that's for another video. For now, that's all I've got for you. I appreciate you watching. If any of these helped, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button below. Share this out to people. Share this out to the worst Destiny player you know. Go ahead and tag that poor Gambit player. Make them watch this, and let's see if they can increase their skill level. Until next time, stay classy, YouTube.